Hey guys, it's me again. We are today going to go over the easiest way to apply falsies to your eyelashes, as well as a super simple, quick glam that you can do every day. It's just real easy. Any skill level can do this, so this is a perfect starting point for anyone. So, first off, I am going to prime my skin. Today we are using Dr. Brandt's Luminizer Primer, Pores No More. So we are going to get this. It looks kind of tanned when it goes on your skin, almost like a foundation. So we're just going to put a little here. And I'm going to use my hands and I'm just going to massage this into my skin. So now that we have that, we're just going to let it sit a couple seconds. Today we are going to be using a crown brush paddle, as well as Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade of Natural Ivory. So I am going to apply it to my face. We're going to put a pump here, half a pump here. We're going to finish her out. We take our brush and okay, now that we have our foundation good and applied, we are going to do a light contour using ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I am using the shades of Fair 5 and Deep Beige right here. Highlight, we are going to conceal under our eyes. Down the bridge of our nose. Forehead, chin, we are going to take our crown brush again. When you're blending your cheekbones, make sure you go up, because if we go down, we're going to elongate the face. We are going to do the dark, and then we're going to blend the light into the dark. So okay, so now that we have our contour blended in, we are going to hit it real quick with some Bare Minerals Invisible Light Duo. I'm going to use the matte shade with a fluffy brush. I'm going to hit under my eyes. Now we're going to take this illuminating side. It is the glow. And we're just going to hit our cheekbones. Add a little bit of glistening highlight there. Make your skin look a little bit more dewy. Go down the nose, forehead, and chin. Okay, so now that we have our face set, we are going to use this Tarte palette. This is the Be Your Own Tarteist, and it has these shades here. So it's just some browns, and we're going to use this whole thing. So I am just going to take a fluffy ended brush. We are going to start with this shade right here, and we are going to put it basically on the entire eyelid. This is just a very soft glam, so keep in mind we are not going insane. Okay. Next I am going to take this orange shade with the same brush and tap it on. I'm dragging it into the crease here. Next I'm going to go in with this dark shade. Tap it on the outer eyelid. Now we're going to take our finger with this little shimmery shade here, and we are going to put it on our eyelid. Kind of towards the middle a little bit. We're going to take our brush again, and we are just going to smooth the edges here. Okay, so now that we have a real simple brown eye here, we are going to take just a little tiny brush, and we are going to get this shade here. We're going to smudge it on our lower lash line. And if you want to, you can just tap a little more in the outer eyelid corner here. Okay, perfect, perfect. Next we are going to throw on a quick brow. I am going to use the MAC Cosmetic Eyebrow Crayon. This is in the color of Spiked, as well as a brush that has a spoolie at the end. I'm gonna kick her up a bit. Go back to our mirror here. I'm gonna brush my eyebrows up, and then I'm gonna draw the bottom line. Just like that. Now I'm going to do the top. Okay, now I'm going to fill it in. Okay, so now that I have my eyebrow pretty dark, I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm going to brush it out. Now I'm going to take it from this corner and I'm going to flick up. What this is going to do is it's going to fade out the product on the front end of my brow. Okay, now that I have that one done, I'm going to take some clear brow gel. This is City Color Clear Lock, and I'm just going to lock my hairs in place. Just going to use a little flat brush. I'm going to use the shimmer shade once again. And we're going to add it to our inner corners. Awesome. So now that that is done, we are going to take our Kat Von D Shade Light palette and we are going to use the shades Lucid and Somber right here. And we're going to just redefine our contour with a little brush. We have that on. We are going to take a fluffy brush and our Tarte palette once again, and we are going to use the blush. We're just going to buff some on. Awesome. We're going to be using this Wet n Wild eyeliner here. It's only a couple bucks, and we are going to be lining our top lash for when we put our falsies on so that they look a little bit more dramatic. That one got so big. Ugh. Now I have to make the other big. This is awful. Breathe. Just breathe. What? We're gonna try to fix it. I cannot possibly make these any bigger. Well, that sucks, but it happens sometimes, but it's hard not to make them bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, now that we have that, we are going to put on some Tarteist mascara. I like to curl from the top of the lash and then follow up on the bottom for some definition. Okay, so before we put on our falsies, we are going to put on a bit of a gloss. This gloss goes on pretty pink. It's like Noya brand. I'm not really sure how to say this. It's really pretty. It's got little blossoms on it. The shade says Malbec on it. So we're going to put this gloss on. Now that we have this gloss on, let's add a little bit of this Becca highlight to our face. Just a little bit to get a tiny bit of shine. So now, the moment we have all been waiting for, we are going to be popping on some falsies, okay? I am just going to be using 3 things, okay? One is this Duo Lash Glue. It's in the shade of dark, so it goes on black so it blends into your eyeliner. So that one's good. Number 2, some little falsies. Number 3, last but not least, literally a pair of tweezers. You can get plastic tweezers. There's a bunch of different stuff you can use. These are just some old crappy tweezers. So first of all, step number 1. This is so easy, guys. People make lashes way harder than they should. You're going to take your lash. You're going to take your glue. You're going to run it along the top of the band. Just get it on there. Don't miss any spot. Okay? Set it down. Grab your second lash, do the same thing. Because you want the glue to dry a little bit before you put it on so that it's tacky, because you do not put on lashes. This just flicked black on my face. We'll get in a second. I swear. You don't put the glue on whenever it's really wet. So let me get this off my face, I guess. Rude. Okay. Step number 2. Take your brush, and while you look down, you're going to get the glue as close to your lash line as possible. So close your eye and look down. Do it on this other eye. All right. So I like to start the lash towards the center and then add the ends. I got a little bit of glue on my eyelid. We'll get it off in a little bit. So take your tweezers, then your lash, and you put the lashes in the middle of the tweezer and then bring them down. That way you don't have to worry about hitting any of the bristles here. So once again, put it in the middle and then bring it down where you need it. We're going to apply the lashes at a downward angle above your natural lash line. These will immediately start sticking to the glue. So now you take your tweezers and you grab the end of it. Attach the right end. Grab the end of this side. Attach the left end. Your lashes are on. That is how easy that is. If you want to take a spoolie, you can go through and brush your natural lash in with them. And then something other people do. Let's go and get this other one on before the glue dries though, and then we will continue. So, middle of the tweezer, bring it down to grab it. Middle of your lash line is where we're going to put it first from an upward angle. It's hard to do it with this mirror. Then we'll do the end. And then we'll grab this corner as well. And drop it on. That is literally how easy this is. So, we're going to brush this one up with the spoolie as well. If you want to, you can take an old craggly curler, get all your lash in there, and just kind of clamp them together. And by that, I mean your natural lash and your falsie. It's hard to get your whole lash in here. I like to do that, and I like to brush it out. You will have fallout here, but we'll just brush it off with a fluffy. Okay, and we are going to clamp the other side. And brush it back out. There you have it. It is super simple to put falsies on. I think people make it a lot harder than it actually is. But there's no need in that. Now, if you want to be really dramatic, you can add a little layer of mascara to the bottom of your falsies.